This is going to be a tutorial on how to defeat all the bosses and complete Inkwell IO1 in Cuphead. Alright, first it's just these cutscenes where it shows you the plot of the story where you're Cuphead with your brother Mugman and you go to the casino and you gamble and you're winning and then you try your luck with the devil and then the devil of course beats you and then he makes you get soul contracts for him from other people who own their souls, otherwise he'll take your soul. And so that's the plot of the game. And so after that, you're just going to get this potion thing from your grandpa or whatever. His name is Outer Kettle. And go here. This is the tutorial, but I'm going to skip that because that just shows you what to do, like how to shoot. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to this apple guy, and he'll give you 3 coins just for talking to him. And then you're going to want to go to this running gun right here and try and get all 5 coins, because you're going to need these coins to get new weapons. And these guys will just run at you, and then you just gotta shoot them. Hold down your shoot key wherever you've set it as. And then these mushrooms will shoot stuff at you, so you can either kill them or just try to dodge. And then this guy shoots like a jelly bean at you or something. And anything pink in this game, you're going to want to try to parry if you need to, but you don't need to for the running gun, so I'm going to skip these parries. And yeah, that's what the mushrooms shoot. And you can just, dash forward, and these acorns can get annoying, and you just gotta parry that right there. But then, to avoid acorns, they just fall in there, so you get a bit of time to avoid them. Not too difficult, and this is an acorn machine. It just spawns acorns, which are pretty easy to dodge, especially when there's nothing else around. And after that, I'm going to be going here. And these things will respawn after you kill them, which is very annoying, but not too hard to deal with. And then after you get there, you can kill that if you want to. And this is the last jump, and there you go. You've beaten that running gun. And after you beat this running gun, you're just going to want to go to Pork Ryan's shop to buy the weapons. So just grab this. Yeah, you're going to go to this shop now, and Pork Ryan's Emporium, and you're going to buy the spread shot and the roundabout shot. In my opinion, those 2 weapons are going to be the best for Inkwell IO1. And then you're going to need to equip them. It doesn't matter which spot you put them in, and then because you will be able to switch them in the fight. So this is Botanic Panic, the first boss fight. For the first phase of this boss, you're going to want to use your roundabout shot and parry those worms if you want to. You don't need to, but you will be able to use your supers later on in the fight if you do that. And if you aim backwards with the roundabout shot, it will go farther. It doesn't go as far if you shoot it normally. And now you're going to switch to the spread shot for this onion, and just try to get as close as possible so that all your shots hit. And here you can, if you want to, use your supers, which I recommend, while avoiding the raindrops. And then here I'm going to switch back to the roundabout, and the roundabout super will hit a bunch, but not on this because you're shooting it upwards. And here you just want to aim diagonally with your roundabout shot while avoiding these lasers. and shoot these carrots so that they don't hit you, because they can be annoying if they're going around while you're getting shot at by the lasers. And then and you can also use your spread shot here to deal with the carrots if there's too many. But that's boss 1, pretty easy. And then the next boss we're going to be doing is these frogs. You're just going to want to go down here. If you see that boat, that's where the frogs are. Clip Joint Calamity is going to be the second boss you can do. And you're just going to want to use your spread shot here to do a ton of damage there. And then shoot these fireflies while they're in the air. And here you're going to switch to your roundabout, because you're going to be farther back while avoiding these attacks from the little frog. And here, the frog will start rolling. You're just going to want to jump and then dash forward, and then you can start using your spread here to deal some damage. But now, you're going to switch to your roundabout shot, because you're farther away from them, because this guy's going to blow you back. You just want to avoid the balls there. And then you can switch back to your spread shot for a second to deal a bit of extra damage. And then here, the little frog is going to go back over here, and they're going to combine into a slot machine, and you're not able to attack this until you parry the hand there when it turns pink. And then it's going to do one of 3 things, and this one is Tiger, and this is where you have to do your damage on the slot machine, because you can't do it when it's not attacking you. And then here we just need to avoid 2 coins, and then parry it. And as you see, I have supers, but I'm not going to use them, because I'm trying to pay more attention. And then you can just go above them, like that. It just depends where the hole is on there. Oh, and I was not paying attention for a second. But this should be fine. But then the frog one is really easy. This is the easiest one. And there you go. That's boss number 2. The ribs and croaky. You'll get your contract now. And there you go, the Ribs and Croaky contract. Ribby and Croak. The next boss you're going to do is Goopy the Grande. It's over here. And to start off with, you're just going to probably be using your roundabout shot this entire time. And you just want to get away from this while dashing to get out from under it. And you just have to duck down there whenever it stops for a second. And now here it stops, and you can parry those question marks. And then here you're going to want to do the same thing as before and duck there. And watch out near the walls, because it will be able to bounce off the walls. And you're now on to its final phase. And here, this is where you should use all your supers while pointing your attack upwards. And it's okay that I got hit there because of that, but you're just going to want to dash away from it whenever it gets on top of you. This boss is relatively easy as well. And then once you knock this out is when you get to the probably the hardest boss on Inkwell IO2. My audio may have cut out there for a second, but it's whatever. But now you're going to be going on to the plain boss of Inkwell IO1. If I said Inkwell IO2 before, that wasn't bad. But here you go, Goopy the Grande's contract. And next up you have to do this little tutorial. These keybinds are going to be different for you, especially depending on whether you're playing on controller or PC. I'm playing on PC, but then you're just going to go over there to do that, and then a bridge should pop up here, and you will be able to fight Hoda Bird. For the first phase, you're just going to want to try to shoot it as much as possible while avoiding everything on the screen. And then when she inflates right here, she's just going to go there and turn into her first transformation, which is pretty easy. Whenever this bowl stops moving, you just want to avoid wherever it is. Usually I go to the top or bottom because it never really attacks there, but this phase is relatively quick. And there you go. And as you're seeing in the bottom corner, I am saving up all my cards, because for the plane fights, you can actually use a Super EX. So right here, I'm going to turn into this bomb and attack her, and then she's going to turn into a phase 2, and she has 2 second phases. She has the twins, and then she also has this archer dude. This one is probably the harder one, and this guy appears if you do more damage. And you just want to avoid his homing stars, and then he'll turn back into Hoda Bird, and you're just going to want to deal some damage here, so that you can turn into the bomb again. And then, when she starts going all crazy, that's when you know her last phase is coming. And you just gotta avoid these stars, and when her face pops out, you're going to use your normal EXs, because they do a ton of damage here. And then avoid these ships whenever they attack. And I died, so I'll fight this boss again. Well, I don't really need to. Actually, I do, because I need to get to the last boss. But this time I'll show you the twins for the second phase, so I'll do a bit less damage here. And just avoid your balloon. And the attacks from these little planes are fairly easy to dodge, and you can also parry any of them that are pink. And unfortunately I took some damage there, but it's not a big deal. And now she should be transforming back soon. And here, I got hit again. So after this tornado, I'm just going to use my Super EX again, and hopefully I get the twins this time to show you what they are like. And I did not. I died again. I'll fight her one more time, because there is a shortcut you can take to get to the last boss on this aisle, but I'd like to kill her first, because you do need to kill Hoda Bird eventually. Like I said, this is probably going to be the hardest boss in Inkwell 1. And once again, just go to the top or bottom, the very top or bottom, in these corners, because the farther away you are, the more time you have to dodge. And then she should be transforming back after this attack. And then just deal some more damage here before the tornado. And then you can turn into your Super EX and do a ton of damage. And here it is, the twins. These guys could be harder or easier for you, it just depends. But you just gotta go in a circle, avoiding those fireballs. Then there's an annoying tornado there, but that's fine. But then you can turn into your Super EX again here. And I got hit by the ha-ha, so I don't think that did as much damage. And here you just gotta try to attack this as much as possible before she transforms, because that's free damage. And then once again, hit it with these bombs. And there you go. That's how you defeat Hilda Bird. And now you just get her contract. And after this, we're going to be going on to the final boss of Inkwell 1, Cardnooth Carnation. And so after you defeat her, you just go down these steps right here. And that's another running gun right there, which you don't need to do now, but maybe if you're on IO2 and need a different attack, you can go there to get some extra coins. But here, you're going to want to stay on the top platforms while using your roundabout attack to do some damage here. And whenever he does that, you either want to go to the top or bottom, wherever he's not doing that. And these are really easy to dodge as well, these umbrella things. And here I'm actually switching to the spread shot to do more damage to that flower in the sky. And then that, you just gotta dodge twice. And soon, this will transform into his second and last phase. And this is his last phase. And you're going to want to avoid going onto the platforms where his vines are. And you don't want to use any AXs here, because they will push you off these platforms. And there you go, that's Cagney Carnation. And after you defeat Cagney Carnation, and get his contract, you will be able to go on to Isle 2. But before that, I recommend going to the forest to get a coin. There's the steps to get to Isle 2. But here, now you see that coin, you can just go there and you'll be able to collect that. You weren't able to collect that before. But now, you'll be able to go there in the dye house. But this, if you want to get a extra attack, you can go here. And this is a shortcut, actually. If you're having trouble defeating some bosses, you can get there. And here is really easy, and you don't need to shoot at all, you just have to parry some ghosts. There is no boss here, you just have to help save this from the ghosts by parrying them. This will help you get your first Super EX for non-plane battles. And this is easy, but as you'll notice, there will be some smaller ghosts. I haven't seen any yet, but they should pop up soon. And you can parry multiple times in one. Yeah, these smaller ghosts will just move faster, but they're still easy to parry. And after a bit of this, you'll finally win. And here you'll see that Miss Chalice will give you a Super EX here. And this Super EX, just like the plain Super EX, you just need to save up 5 cards, and then you'll be able to use that. But it only goes horizontally, so you cannot use it upward, like you may have seen with the carrot. But there we go. And after that, you'll be going on to Inkwell IO2. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you guys, and If you think it was, please like the video and tell me in the comments because I would like to know if this tutorial was helpful. Anyways, if you want to watch me defeat some other bosses in the different islands, you can watch my other videos, but till then, goodbye.